Flosstube, I'm Lori Schickalone. Welcome to Once Upon a Stitch. Today is April 25th. It's my 29th Flosstube and it's a special edition of Stitch Maynia. Being that there's no rules for Stitch Maynia, the way I'm going to be doing Stitch Maynia is I'm going to be starting projects and doing a few WIPs. I have 16 projects. I'm not sure how many of them are new, but most of them are new starts. And I'm going to be working on each one for 2 days. And then I picked out my WIPs that could kind of fall in the theme that I'm going to be stitching on. And that would be fall. Anything from October, November type of stitching. And of course I stretched some of my WIPs to make it fit, but I'm going to go right into it and tell you what I'm going to be doing for Stitch Maynia. Okay, this is one of my Stitch 9 projects. So a year of celebrations, and instead of going in order now to make it work, I'm going to do October, this one right here. Try to get in close. And I'm going to be stitching that on 14 count Aida in taupe. These are in no particular order. I'm going to have to do a little moving around as far as what I'm going to do on certain days because there's a stitching retreat, a day retreat that I'll be going to the first Saturday in May, and I have to bring something to work on. So I'm going to see what Stitch Maynia project works for that. The next one is going to be the Lizzie Kate Autumn Smalls, and I'm going to be doing Hoot this time. I did Autumn and I did the house pillow, and I'm going to try doing Hoot. And Hoot will be stitched on 28 count Lugana in stone gray. And it seems to, I believe the pillow was done in that, and so it'll be a matching set. Okay. The next one is a Mani di Donna pattern. Oh, I think I opened them and then to show you. And I'm going to be doing this on a 28 count light taupe. And I will be doing the top pillow Autumn. And it looks like it has, I don't know if it's a turkey, but a bird and some pumpkins. And here's the light taupe that I'll be working on. The only other one I did in that series so far was Winter. And I did it with a stitch along with Crafty Kim up in Canada. The next start I'm going to have is Prairie Schooler Village Sampler, and I'm doing that on a 14 count cream by Silk Weaver, Aida. And I always see this in the background in Pam and Steph's videos during when they have it out, and I've always loved it, so I thought I'd start it. Next one, Heart in Hand, Hocus Pocus Halloween. And I'm going to be doing Hocus Pocus is on a 28 count Lugana in Wren. And these pieces are small because the stitch piece is small, so I know I'll be able to fit it in. That's what I keep those little pieces for these little ones. I have some little projects and some large projects that I'll be starting in Stitch Maynia. Some I might be able to finish in 2 days and some not. The next one's another Lizzie Kate, and it's November. It's in the Flip It series. This is the only one I have in this series. I'm going to make it a little pillow. I had stitched this for Rebecca and it really came out cute, so I want to do it for myself. And what I'm going to do in the feathers is I'm going to use DMC variegated in basically the colors that's there, but I'm going to try it with the variegated. And I'm just doing that on an 18 count ivory Aida. Okay, the next start is Lila Studios Halloween Quaker, and I will be doing this all in one piece, just like her holiday Quaker. This was dyed for me. It's a 28 count Lugana, And this was dyed for me by needleworkers. Let's see if they gave it a name. I saw the tag. Halloween Quaker, they wrote on it. They, I guess they've played with it a number of times to get what most people wanted for this pattern. So I had that for a while. So it's about time I started it. The next one is, I love this one, Plum Street Turkey Bay. Deb from Country Stitchers stitched this, and I love the way she finished it, and she put a big wooden pumpkin behind it. I'm going to be doing it on a 28 count Lugana in mushroom. The next one is fabric out. The Haunted Mansion by the Tiny Modernist. And I'm going to start that one, and this one is on Haunted. I guess it's the same one as the other one. I got it at 2 different times, but basically it's the same color. So this will be orientated this way, as the other one will be orientated widthwise. So 2 days on that. I don't know. I've been going on and off with this one. I'm like, do I want to start it? I don't know. It's involved, but I saw the model in the store. I saw the winter and the autumn pattern, and I bought them, hoping that one day that I would get to them. And I says, might as well start them. It's a Stony Creek, and it's Autumn in the Village, and the model was just beautiful. So the plan is to start. And the plan is to start in this corner by that little bending truck. And that will be done on a 28, no, this is 25 count. What happened was, it's Lugana, and it's in ivory. And when I purchased this pattern, I asked for fabric, and I says, oh, if I do it on a large count fabric, it'll be really big. And he says, well, this is before I was stitching on 28 count. So he goes, try 25. So I have this fabric. It's going to be big because it's on 25. It's going to be bigger than if it was on 28. But because it was bought originally for this pattern, I'm going to do it on that fabric. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Lizzie Kate, Pair of Pilgrims. That should be fun. I think I'm going to do them individually. I know some people do them together and then possibly frame them, but I'm going to try them individually. And I will be stitching that on 14 count Stone Gray Ada. Oops, my notes. My notes of what fabrics are going with what. Excuse me. Okay, the pile is getting full there. Okay, now those are all my new starts for Maynia. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 new starts, and so that would bring me like into 22 days. And since I have 16 in total, I'm hoping that one of those smaller projects I can complete in one day, and then I could have 2 days on all the other ones. So I'm going to say that Jenny Bean and Friends could fall into November. It could be any time of the year. But I'm going to continue working on this one. And I was going to be doing this house, which to me is kind of a little bit involved. But so this is where I was. And I'll be adding onto this house here. Now, of course, I did not account for any days that I can't stitch, but right now I'm planning that I can stitch it all. The next one is Home of a Needleworker. This could be any time of the year, so I'm going to say it could be fall as well. And this is as far as I got the last time you saw it. Nothing was added to that, so that will be in my Stitch Maynia. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to master this one as far as putting in the correct month, but this is a Frosted Pumpkin Once Upon a Time sampler, and I mean, let's see, October, almost down in this corner, and I don't think I have all the boxes in to be able to really start down there. Wrong. I do have it in. I have that box down there, so I could do that. I probably will, just to make it work. I'll probably work on October, even though I didn't finish the top block. But to make it all cohesive, I will work on the October block for 2 days. The next one is the Early American series, and I was at Martha Washington's house. Look at those windows. I don't know if you're new to my channel, but I love houses. I don't love windows. But this is where I left off, and this is the piece so far. So hopefully with the 2 days I might be able to finish Martha's house, or maybe the whole block. Okay, and then finally for Stitch Maynia is Indigo Lane by Brenda Gervais. This is probably more of a spring, but it could be any time of the year is what I'm going to go for. And this is where I've gotten on this project so far. Not too much. Let's see what's on this side. So, and then I'll put in those 2 days on that, and that will take me to the end of the month. So those are my Stitch Maynia plans. I'm going to be doing a regular video, hopefully either in the next day or so. I have a guest joining me and catching up with you all. And what else? That's about it. I'm going to keep it to this, just Stitch Maynia. And I hope everybody has fun with their Stitch Maynia. And I will be back sometime in the middle of the month in May to show you where I've gotten on all my new starts. And then the end of the month, I'll tell you about the rest of the starts and my plans for June. Okay, so that's it. For all you that have just joined me today for the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you come back and see my progress in the next couple of weeks, and expect another video in the next day or so. Alrighty, take care. Bye. Oh, happy stitching. Bye, y'all.